YouTube, what's happening? I'm back again. Unfortunately, this time round, it was of no fault of my own. My wife unfortunately lost her gran and had to leave the country for 10 days. And then my son became ill. Then I became ill, etc., etc. So it's been a tough little couple of weeks or few weeks, shall I say? And obviously, I haven't been around. So first and foremost, I just want to say why. I do apologize. I know some of you guys and ladies out there, I look forward to seeing the videos and the motivation and the education and the motivation, if I've not said that already. But sometimes some things are just out of your control. And on this occasion, this definitely was out of my control. But I'm back now, and I'm really looking forward to, providing you guys and ladies content, imparting my knowledge and my wisdom onto you. And that's something that I'm going to try and do on a daily basis. Some days it may just be, a trade overview. Other days I might have a rant, and other days, I don't know, I might just talk a whole heap of rubbish. But regardless, for those that are invested in your growth, in your own journeys, I'm sure something that comes out of my mouth will be of benefit to you. So I will do my very best to be providing content for you on a daily basis. Other than that, I think the growth of the channel has been pretty exponential. But in terms of the engagement, I guess I take full responsibility for that. I guess it hasn't been the best, intermittent uploading videos. Who really wants to be here? I wouldn't, and I don't blame you. But moving forward, I'm going to make a commitment to myself, a commitment to you, that I'll do my best to impart at least something once a day. And if it's not once a day, it'll definitely be a few times a week, just to make sure that we're continuing with the momentum, because that's what's important, not only to my growth as a trader, as a entrepreneur, as a mentor. It's also important to your growth as well. So that would be my focus. Other than that, there's nothing else happening on my side. I was quite fortunate over the last week to be able to jump into a few trades that put me in a pretty strong position this month, of around 33% profit. I did risk quite a bit. I won't even lie to you guys. Not your usual 1% risk. But nonetheless, that's my risk, and it's down to me what I risk. And took, I think it was about 5 or 6 high probability setups, and I managed to come out on top, which I'm very thankful for. And seeing as I do rely on my trading to, fund my life and everything else that evolves around it, in a month where my wife lost her gran and my son was very ill, and then I became ill, to be able to close a month out with that percentage is pretty decent. I think I will be. I don't know, actually. I wasn't meant to trade today, and I called out GU sells, and we end up winning that trade. I did take GU buys this morning. I took 3 positions, around 1.7% risk per trade, and I managed to close out around 13% profit, which was pretty decent. Now, I don't recommend it, guys or ladies. Anybody that's doing trading challenges and or trading personal accounts and trying to build them, don't do it. If you have the resources to risk, which I do, I have been quite profitable over the last few years, then you can, but just stick to good risk management. I'll share the trade with you in a minute. Other than that, my focus now is just to continue just to provide you guys value. And that's what's important to me, making sure that I'm consistent on YouTube. I talk to you guys and ladies about trust in the process, sticking to the plan, being disciplined. I think that also applies to me as well. And I want to be the person that, you look up to and you can fall back on, especially during hard times. So I will be uploading consistently. That is a promise. Whether it means I have to sleep here or wake up early, so I don't know, whatever, I'll get it done. Okay. So that's me. That's where I've been. That's what my plans are. That's where I'm going. That's everything else besides everything else. One trade for me today. So 2 trades for me today. I'm not going to show you the buys because I did scale down to the 1 minute time frame, taking a scalping trade on a double bottom bounce. But we'll let that one go. I was more proud of this sell, to be honest with you. I called this trade out in my community. And yeah, it was nice to see it go down. Pretty simple trade. I mean, take a look here at the 4H time frame. you can see the overall structure of this market has been pushing to the upside for quite a period of time. And if you've been following me for a while, you will know this pattern, which is a very simple and powerful pattern here. We have a brick wall break. We have price failing to make new highs. We have price breaking below structural lows. And what do we have? It's not magic. It's just called a simple retest, shift in break of structure, shift in behavior. Looking here at the 4H time frame, the overall sentiment of the market is now stepping down, making lower lows, lower highs. We have bearish momentum off of a retest level. And then scaling down to the 15-minute time frame. What am I looking for? I'm just looking for an area for me to be able to enter and place my stop loss safely above during a high trading probability. High trading period to give me higher probability of momentum. And as you can see on the 15-minute time frame, we're looking for patterns to repeat themselves over and over again. What do we see? Trend to the upside. Price failing to break the highs here. And then we have the momentum shift. Now, we don't quite have the break below structure here, but again, this is an intraday time frame. We already have that pattern that's confirmed on the 4H time frame. We have similar patterns forming, new shift in behavior, and now I'm identifying during a high volume period. Well, it actually wasn't a high volume period. I'd be lying if it was saying high volume period. It actually wasn't. But the previous behavior was off of the back of the high volume period, which was the 6 a.m. candle to 10 o'clock. And then we're anticipating a continuation of that behavior. Because I'm not in the reversal mindset and I'm not looking for price to do anything different other than what it's currently doing, I'm only anticipating continuation sells, not buys, regardless of the structure, only focus on the behavior. And then what I'm looking for here, traders, is I'm just looking for price to break a level. Now, I just want to let you know something. Most of you are conditioned to identifying support and resistance like this, and I don't know, wherever price taps 10 times in a row or whatever. Like, this is how you identify support and resistance. But you have to understand, I've been trading for, well, almost 10 years now. And you have to understand that this here in the market is also a resistance in my eyes. It's a low, it's a structural low. And the simple theory of that means is as you continue to scale down to lower time frames, it becomes a very valid area in the market as being a low. So if I'm looking here on the 5-minute time frame, let's crunch this up a second. Right, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the structure of how the market is building here. So we have a structural low, lower high, lower low. If price trades below the previous lower high, which is the number one rule, then I'm looking for price to make a lower low. Understand that simple theory. As price leaves an area for a period of time, that becomes the now so-called support or structural low. On the 15-minute time frame, it just looks like a single candle with a wick rejection. Wait, we'll get there in a second. But to me, that's a structural low. Here on the 5-minute is the support. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for the momentum shift. So in anticipation of the new lower low. On the 15-minute, I don't necessarily need the 5-minute. But on the 15-minute, that is why I sold below this level here. So incorporate everything that I've mentioned in terms of the structure, 4H time frame, the behavior, which is bearish, the break of the low in anticipation of the new lower. Is why I took this trade. Then on this trade, I managed to close out 1.5R. There were a few trades that were taken from the members of the academy as well, who were able to jump in this one, and others jumping in GJ and EU, because dollar was showing strong signs of strength. So it was pretty easy to trade this morning. Not every day is like this. Not every day, the markets go down in one candle, and not every day you're going to win a trade, but it's just is what it is. On this occasion, we hit the bag, and yeah, we're not doing too bad. So that's it for me, really. Just wanted to update you where I'm at. As I said, I just want to say sorry. I said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it 100 times now. I'm back, and I will do my best to impart just a little bit or as much as I can on a daily basis, whether it be to do with trading, motivation, whether it be to do self-development, personal development, business, finance, taxes, whatever. I do my best to impart some of my knowledge onto you. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for coming back to listen to this little rant here, and also understanding the circumstances as they were out of my control. But other than that, I hope you are all well. Until next time, continue to trust the process.